For the community now, the new school year is in full swing, and keeping your students healthy is top priority in order to keep them in the classroom. Dr. Marissa Gomez-Martinez joins us now with more on what parents should look out for. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's first just talk about, why it's so common for children to get sick when they go back to school.
Well, the main reason that children get sick when they go back to school is because most infections are airborne. So as soon as they cough or sneeze, they release droplets that contain the bacteria or virus, and it's very easy to pick that up. Hand washing is very important. Kids end up not washing their hands after they cough or sneeze. They touch an object, they touch the doorknob, another child touches it, then they touch their face, and then the infection spreads.
And speaking of infections, what are the most common infections that children come to the doctor's office with once they finally get back in school?
Well, mostly the common cold, of course, is the most common. Strep throat is another very common infection, and the flu, of course.
And flu season, is it time for people to get their flu shots?
It is right around the corner. We usually start doing flu shots around September, October.
Okay, well, speaking of exams or getting shots, the school year already started a couple weeks ago. It's now underway, but for parents who didn't get some of those important medical exams, what are those essential exams that the kids need?
The children really do need to get their annual physical exam, a general wellness exam. It's really important to make sure that they're up to date on their vaccines. Vaccines prevent so much infection, and so it's essential that they're updated on their vaccines. The other thing about the wellness exam is making sure that their medical conditions are controlled. For example, children with asthma are at much greater risk of having complications from a common cold. So it's really important that their conditions are controlled, and the physical exam is the time to do that. The other important exam is the pre-participation exam, or as we know, the sports physical.
Right.
Important to make sure that the athletes are able to participate safely in
Definitely,
any sport.
Especially with this heat, you want to make sure that their health is top notch. And what can parents do to make sure that they're keeping their children healthy? There are some preventative measures that they can take.
Right, so aside from their exams and updating their vaccines, eating healthy is really important, adequate hydration, and of course sleep is one really important aspect to preventing illnesses. When you're sleep deprived, your body's defenses are down, and it makes it a lot easier for you to get sick. But of course, aside from all of those things, is teaching your children about proper hygiene. So teaching them to wash their hands, especially if they cough or sneeze, they need to wash their hands. Avoid other children who are ill. They like to hug, and which is good. Hug and share, and sharing drinks and sharing food.
Right.
But when somebody's sick, it makes it really easy for you to pick up that infection. So they need to be careful about sharing as well.
It's okay to be selfish, just people are sick. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me.